Alright, from the outset, it should be noted here that this is not, and I repeat, not a review. A couple of disgruntled viewers have dropped some comments after watching one of our features, expecting to see a review and not getting one. So for that, we do apologize. And look, there are a ton of talented audiophile profiles out there offering their expert opinions on one product over another. And when they directly review products that we represent, we always provide those links. This here instead is an in-depth video feature that's going to detail the key features of the all-new 9000P and Q from Audiolab. And we'll give you the ins and outs of why this new flagship pre-power combo is so damn special. And I'm going to directly compare it against the 9000A, offering a few arguments for why you might want to go in one direction or another. So, with all the formalities out of the way, let's dive in. The brand new Audiolab 9000Q preamplifier offers a vast array of input options. It welcomes both analog and digital sources, featuring 3 line-level aux inputs, a balanced XLR stereo pair, and a dedicated phono input to pair with its high-performance moving magnet phono preamplifier. On the digital front, the 9000Q is equally equipped, providing 2 coaxial and 2 optical inputs apiece, both supporting high-resolution audio up to 24/192. Additionally, it boasts a Bluetooth 5.1 receiver for those quick, effortless streaming occasions, and it's got PC USB input for a mind-splitting 768 kHz and DSD 512. Now, like the 9000A, HDMI ARC is noticeably absent from Audiolab's all-new Pre, and it's with good reason. At the heart of the 9000 series lies a commitment to audiophile-grade 2-channel stereo listening, a philosophy that prioritizes pure, high-fidelity sound over those more convenience-driven features. While many listeners rely on their smart TVs to stream not just movies and TV series, but music from the major streaming services, I know Darko Audio's got a video on this. I know that Andrew Robertson loves to do this. Look, really, a dedicated music streamer is the expected choice at this level of high-performance audio. The 9000Q is built for high-quality sources and superior connections. That means favoring coaxial and optical, and most especially XLR, over the compromises of HDMI ARC. And when a 9000 series is boasting such a renowned network streamer anyway, the 9000N, a product of the year winner at What Hi-Fi, at Pursuit Perfect System, and even Hi-Fi News, it's tough to imagine streaming any other way. And this is the streamer that I used when I was putting together this piece. So what about 9000Q's key features? Well, let's start with the improvements over 9000A. While it does employ the same DAC as the 9000A, 9000Q improves the implementation. Now how and with what, we don't really know here. Audiolab doesn't offer any details on that. And to be honest, there's actually no fair way to compare it against the 9000A. 9000Q has better quality circuitry, it's got overall better circuit topology, and it's removed from the power amp stage. So it was always going to sound better, and it did. It very, very clearly did. As for the specific DAC improvements themselves, we're just going to have to take Audiolab's word for it. However, its enhanced phono stage is the direct result of a new single-stage Class A circuit. This is a very tangible, very concrete upgrade over the 9000A. This is something that we can point our finger at and say, ah yes, because of that. And the results are significant. I A/B tested the 9000A against the 9000Q. Again, it's not an apples to apples comparison because of all of those aforementioned benefits to the 9000Q, but my experience with the dual 61AQ with the Audifon 2 and Blue was a far superior one through the separate pre. The introduction of turn controls. God, I feel like Andrew Robinson is going to lose his shit over this new feature from Audiolab. It's perhaps his biggest pet peeve.
Lack of user adjustments like tone controls continues to be a glaring omission, not only for the 9000A, but for Audiolab on the whole.
But the 9000Q comes to the rescue here, incorporating new tone controls for treble and bass adjustments, accessible via the menu and with a range of plus to minus 6 dB in 2 dB steps. Now, this is going to take care of any of those room EQ issues that you may need to address, or just your personal preferences. So we're stoked to have this included in the 9000Q. So new features here with the 9000Q is the direct path configuration, which is a direct path from the input to the output, only passing through the 4-channel analog volume control. Now this feature ensures that the signal takes the most direct and uncluttered route from the input, your XLR, to the output, bypassing any unnecessary circuitry. And it does make a noticeable difference to your detail, to your clarity, and what I felt was the space around instruments, things of that nature. I always use this feature when I was streaming with the 9000N because it made such a tangible difference to my audio. Switching over to 9000P Power Amplifier, and there are a lot of similarities between that and 9000A. While they're both rated at 100 watt per channel into 8 ohms via a discrete Class AB design, 9000P does include an all-new custom specified 320 VA toroidal transformer. Now, like 9000A, it has a reservoir capacity of 4 by 15,000 microfarads up to 60,000. And what that refers to is capacitance. The higher the reservoir capacitance, which is measured in microfarads, the more energy storage the amplifier has to handle dynamic peaks in music without losing detail or distorting. And this directly corresponds to better bass control, greater dynamic range, more headroom, and cleaner, more stable sound reproduction. So, needless to say, these microfarads or farads, I never really know how to pronounce it, but you'll just see it as a little u and a capital F, are very, very important. Now, what 9000P also shares with 9000A is Audiolab's standard complementary feedback topology. Now, this is a circuit design that's used to enhance linearity, efficiency, and thermal stability. Basically, it ensures that the amplifier operates consistently across different power loads and temperatures by keeping the idle current independent of the temperature of the output transistors. CFB topology ensures superior linearity, meaning the amplifier delivers clean, distortion-free signal across all volume levels. You get more consistent performances, even under heavy loads. And this means that the sound remains consistent whether you're listening at low volumes or you're pushing the amp up to its limits. Now, one of the coolest features of the 9000P is its bridged mode functionality, giving you the ability to convert this 100 watt stereo power amplifier into a 300 watt monoblock that can be paired with a second 9000P for a colossal 600 watt into 8 ohms. So, for those who crave high-end amplification with future-proof flexibility, the 9000P delivers. Now, when comparing the 9000A against the 9000Q/9000P pre-power combo, I used 3 sources. The 9000N network streamer with XLR, the dual CS618Q turntable into respective phono inputs, and an iPad via PC USB streaming Spotify. Now, testing Spotify via PC USB was mainly to see if Tidal Connect, like Spotify Connect, would allow me to pass the stream from the phone to the iPad, potentially offering a more affordable workaround for high-res streaming without the network player. In theory, this should have worked, but Tidal didn't allow the pass-off, and the iPad inexplicably downsampled high-res Tidal streams to 44.1 kilohertz. Now, Apple Music on the same setup has previously given me full 192 kilohertz in the past, so I'm unsure why this happened. Could be Tidal, could be a setting I missed. I'm not sure. I will keep you updated. Spotify, however, worked flawlessly, and despite the resolution limitations through either 9000A or the pre-power combo, paired with Wharfedale Elysian 1 loudspeakers, it sounded unbelievable. So give that whatever thought you will. Spotify still sounds really, really good, even though it's not high res. Speaking of speakers, I chose the Elysian 1 for their high performance and 89 dB sensitivity. And while they don't need a ton of power to get them to perform, they scale beautifully with better amplification, making them ideal for revealing the differences between these setups. With the 9000 series components at my disposal, I had 3 possible system configurations. 9000A with the 9000N and the turntable, 9000QP combo with the N and the turntable, and 9000N connected directly to the P. If streaming is your sole focus, you can skip the preamp entirely, pairing the 9000N with the 9000P, and add a preamp later if you want to expand the setup with a turntable or a CD player. So what are the differences? Well, monetarily, 9000A is the most affordable option, but the 9000 QP combo is sold at a discounted price when purchased together, both in Australia and in the UK, essentially for about 25 to 30% more than the 9000A. The key question isn't whether the 9000 QP combo sounds better. It unquestionably does. The real debate is it 25 to 30% better? Finally, what are the differences in sound? This is what everybody's been waiting for. And whilst I listen to a ton of different music over my time with these components, I'm really just focusing in here on a single track from Billie Eilish to explain the major differences between these two. Your Power by Billie Eilish is all about intimacy and restraint. The production is minimal, yet it's incredibly revealing, which makes it ideal for evaluating things like detail retrieval, transient response, and natural acoustic decay. Billie's vocals are unquestionably the star of the show here. There's this whispered, close mic delivery that's filled with breathy details and vocal fry and slight inflection. So it's the perfect test track if you're looking for mid-range accuracy. The higher the resolution of your system, the more eerily present Billie becomes, singing just inches away from your face. But the acoustic guitar plays a pretty central role too, right? With delicate finger-picking patterns and natural wood resonances that challenge the system's ability to render plucking transients and, most especially, harmonic decay. The most significant distinction between 9008 and the pre-power combo, as I found it, was Billie's presence. Billie is so damn present when using the separate pre-power setup that I'm practically swimming through her vocal delivery. She is right there, front and center, with a degree of three-dimensionality that is honestly breathtaking to listen to. But when I switch over to the 9000A, everything just closes in a little bit. Billie moves further back. The acoustic guitar that kind of occupies this soft spread out field or behind her, it narrows in. And everything kind of just narrows in a touch, and I'm no longer swimming through the track. Additionally, that acoustic decay, that harmonic decay that just feathers out so beautifully with the separate pre-power combo is cut short by the 9000A. Now, the A in no way removes this effect altogether. It's still very much there, but it's just there so much more with the pre-power setup. And so the question here is, why is that? And that's because one of the most revealing aspects of Your Power as a track is its use of negative space. Silence is as important, if not more important, than sound here. And a good system will present this inky black background, allowing micro details to emerge naturally and, most importantly, to sustain. 9000Q and P are better with natural acoustic decay because the noise floor is substantially reduced. That's one of the great benefits of separates, is that it reduces noise floor so that those smaller details can come through and they can stay there. Now, obviously, I listened to a ton of music through these setups that revealed vastly improved dynamic response, better bass response, better detail retrieval, and the like, right? All of the things that you would expect a pre-power separates setup to give you over an integrated amplifier. They were all there. But it is interesting that such stark differences can be revealed with just one quaint little Billie Eilish track. It is a stunning track that is rendered unbelievably well on a quality system. So I do recommend that you go check out this track, stream it, and let us know in the comments. Let us know how your system rendered this performance. So is the new 9000 series pre-power combo worth that extra 25 to 30% price jump? Unequivocally, yes, without hesitation. But there are, of course, a couple of caveats. If 100 watt is all you're ever gonna want, and the fewer boxes, the better, 9000A is your amp. The sound quality is breathtaking. The inbuilt phono stage will more than happily get the job done. You're going to be content with this very serious integrated amplifier. But if climbing the never-ending heights of improved performance is the game you've chosen to play, and look, let's be honest here, this is the game that most of us want to play, then you have a choice to make. There's the 9000QP combo at the reduced price, or there's the 9000P with the 9000N network streamer. Now you do need to bear in mind that the RRP on the 9000N is just shy of the reduced pre-power combo price in total, so it's by no means a more affordable option, but if streaming is all you're interested in, this is the ultimate sound performance. You're going straight from the source to amplification, the most direct signal path available. So that is it. That's our feature of the new flagship 9000Q preamplifier and the 9000P power amplifier from Audiolab. Do they offer 25 to 30% better value than 9000A? Yes, absolutely. Should you buy them over the 9000A? That will be up to you. Do you want to keep chasing the dragon, or is 100 watt of highly refined power, dynamics, and detail enough for you? Can you be content with just that? Lots to think about, lots to consider. For more details on any of the products that we featured in this video, click the links below or head on over to avrevolution.com.au. I am Matt, it has been a blast. I will see you in the next one.